yeah, that's not a problem. But yeah, Anish managed to put himself in a situation where you can start imagining lines in which white is better.
Especially against Magnus. If there's one thing we know about Magnus is he's not shy switching to playing for a win, even from a bad position.
Yeah.
Rook d8, knight c4. Ugh.
Yeah, but Magnus immediately spotted just how awkward this knight on e7 is. Not that it was...
But we all spotted that. Like, kudos to him for knight queen b4, but that Anish would allow this from this position is still beyond belief.
I don't really understand how this happened. Yeah, just like I really like your queen c5, queen going towards active pieces idea, and yeah. Oh, sorry, pieces aren't active squares. I keep on misnaming things today.
Here.
No, here already, like, something has gone wrong. I mean, you can play rook b8, and at least you are maybe hinting you will play knight c8 next move, which would be
queen e8.
Yeah, which would actually be my choice. Like knight c4, knight c8. I couldn't refute this.
Check knight f8.
Yeah. King h7, I thought, and knight d6 against anything. Although there is queen there is. Please don't. Seriously, this. He took on e4. After some thought in the current position, Anish took on e4. We go d6. He has to play something that doesn't create a threat of queen trades, because then d7 would win, so queen somewhere. Knight c6 is a move, but even gc, knight before knight e4 is quite strong. No, that is...
Sorry, which position?
I was wondering if he wants to go knight c6, but so many things are quite strong against it, like queen check, queen takes f7, check, rook takes b7, check, knight takes e4. You might actually lose this endgame. No, I think queen just goes somewhere. Let's pick a square. This is not good. Pick a square. I'll leave this honor to you. Knight takes e4. Oh, black is, I think, legitimately worse here.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. Anish just
No,
auto-destructed from a fantastic position, it feels like.
It felt like he was trying to equalize a position in which he was much better.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's not really something you should be doing. It's maybe queen c6 is strong. Maybe he wants to go queen c6. I don't like queen d7. Let's play queen c6, knight e4, knight f5. Should go after this d pawn as early as possible, I feel. You can still take on b7 though, but let's say we take, we go rook d8. This probably is a draw.
Fighting for a draw. Sad.
But yeah, king f7, knight c5 or something. Or yeah, well, black probably gets there, but that's a remarkable turnaround in a position which was better for him and also completely safe.
Do you get there? Okay, it's only one enemy.
Probably, guy, because the knight on f3 once again is just so far away. King e7, and how do you ever create any? Knight d6.
Yeah.
But yeah, not really enjoying this. Not really enjoying this a great deal. Yeah, I understand why you would be curious, but I do get the feeling that black gets here, gets there in the end. But yeah,
We'll see how it goes. The trend is not Anish's friend here, because he turned it from an advantage into must be precise to survive.
Yeah, the whole sequence just is completely mystifying. If you wanted to go for this f5 break, you let's say you could play queen c5 on move 28. Yeah, rook b1. Let's go back for a second there. Even if you think this is your best idea, d5 on move 28. Queen c5, rook b1, play f5 here.
Sure.
This is like a number of tempi ahead compared to the game. No? Probably not winning, but completely comfortable for black. Just do not understand. Somewhat at a loss for words. I really don't understand what's happening. Anyway, current position. Anish is down to 11 minutes for 9 moves.
Yeah, no real time travel because they're at move 32. but not a lot of time to calculate either.
Apparently knight d5 is a lot stronger than knight c6 here.
Here, yeah?
Yeah.
Not to allow any checks, that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Yep, let's see if Anish can come up with this. There's been a bunch of questions.
And he does play knight d5. Okay,
Right.
that, you know, he is still a very strong player. I think he's just taken basically one very weird decision where I don't know if he miscalculated something or if he just didn't kind of properly calibrate for how good his position was suddenly.
That feels more likely. It's not like he missed some direct move. Here he's at least safe.
Yeah,
maybe better.
I think he is better. No, I think you take on c7. I think the easiest way to draw here is just to take on c7, take on b4, take on b7.
F2 doesn't really get us anywhere, does it?
F2 rook b8, knight e7, and just g4, and go after the pawns of g3. Yeah, and knight c4 here.
We might win.
Well, e5, e4, e3 was slightly cooperative. Just go king f7 there.
I understand.
I think that's the safest. And this is 7 already played by Magnus. Yeah, after knight takes b4, knight e4, knight d5 is what I originally missed. There, black might actually end up retaining his extra pawn, which would be unnecessary. Yeah, Magnus sees what he should be going for here. Maybe fg2 is stronger than f2. It actually definitely is stronger than... Hang on, maybe not. Probably leads to 2 against 1. The kind of 2 against 1 I recently had against Kramnik. fg2 here? Well, actually, maybe king g1 is winning. Yeah. King g2 I play king, well, h7, and then knight f4 check, and the knight runs. Yeah, what about this? Because I'm kind of threatening knight c4, knight b6 here, among other things. This feels unnecessary for black, let's put it like this.
Yep. So what do we do? Knight 4 rook
Knight 4 rook
b8
resigns, yeah, that would be a mistake. No, I think f2 is a draw, or knight f8, but you don't threaten knight e6. Why would you do this? Knight c4? Oh no, knight c4, f2, gf maybe? No, but gf you play king h7 and then knight e6, or king f7 actually, yeah. King h7, yeah. Do a sidestep the checks. And if I go knight takes f3, no, but yeah, I think like by doing all this you're trying to lose here. King f7, knight c4, you also resign. Because I threaten a check. No, I suspect f2 might be the only clear draw here.
That would be weird. Is this a clear draw?
g3 or something? No, but king f7, king e6.
Yeah, no.
No, but now knight c4 once again. We sort of
same old.
Although here black has rook f8, maybe black is in time here. But it does feel like f2 might be the only clean way to make a draw now. It's just the whole thing is very difficult to understand.
Let's stick with it for a second, then we will get to the rook endgame, which we've been neglecting. My apologies. This is a theoretical draw, and I think Fabian will manage.
Sure, yeah. Well, black has the absolute best setup there, and he already is starting some counterplay on the king side. Just to briefly touch on that. Yeah. It will not even be a particularly difficult draw to make, I think.
So yeah, we will continue to look at this position. Before we get to Pramod's question, do players discuss the temperature of the playing hall with the organizers?
It's not as weird a question as you would think. I have actually had tournaments where it was a topic of discussion. I remember my first ever round robin in China. I think it's very much part of the... I've seen this in other places in Asia as well, that they feel it will be very comfortable if it's very warm. So the setting originally in the playing hall, we actually looked at what the AC setting was. It was set to like 32 degrees. And we were supposed to wear this formal Chinese wear, that we were given those Chinese suits to wear. So no t-shirts. And like 32 to 35 degrees in the playing hall, wearing sort of formal dress is not much fun. And we spoke to the organizers, and it was toned down to about 27, which wasn't cold, but was manageable.
Still feels warm.
Yeah, it never really became cold in the playing hall that year. That was in those Nanjing tournaments ages ago.
I've been to Nanjing. Yeah, in Thailand it's different. There everything is very cold.
Yeah, he has played F2. Magnus blitzes out G3.
Magnus has thought about this.
Yeah, but you get the feeling that Knight of 8 followed by but you found this rook B8. How do you make a draw for sure here? This is weird. There should be a draw. Okay, you go 97
here,
or King H7 and then 97. Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, King G2, King H7 and 95. Yeah, that holds. That holds.
Just in time.
Yeah, Knight C4, Knight G5, and every single pawn gets obliterated. Probably not 95 because after Rook F8 you might regret this. But yeah, this is okay, and this is not impossible. I mean, not even difficult to find, frankly. This will happen.
So yeah, draw. Probably neither side can be very disappointed because Magnus was worse, frankly, and Anish going into the game, draw with black against the world champion is not a bad result. No, not a strange game.
Yeah, not the best game they will have played in their lives. And King F7, E7 we kind of discussed. The problem is you cannot really reach D7 there because Knight C4 creates a threat of... that's not true because you can go King D7, Knight B6, check, King C6. So you can actually do this as well.
True that.
Yeah, this actually maybe even arguably leaves black with some winning chances. Oh yeah, Knight E8 check or Knight F5. This is also a draw, of course. But in terms of absolutely securing, like that there are no surprises. You go King H7, Knight E7. I think that's the most ironclad option black has.
Yeah, if Anish, even if he burns all his time here, like once you decide on something,
he is down to 4 minutes, but yeah, there's only King H7
played.
Anish doesn't want to, like the idea of blundering something after Knight B6, King C6 doesn't appeal to him very much, and I can relate. Yeah, King G2, Knight E7. This will get wrapped up. He just needs to make sure not to go Knight F8 and blunder Rook B8, but he will not. What do you guys think about Jan Gustafsson? We like Jan Gustafsson.
I don't know. I'm not very fond of the guy, but yeah, that could be a problem. Thank you so much, De Henke. Smut says for the first time, I think Jan is right. It is a shirt. You mean Wesley's?
No, then Jan is wrong because Jan was arguing very strongly for it being a suit.
And it was a suit.
The mummy's rating is 17% and it's losing 2% every day.
So someone else gets to see it and review it and it drops? That's sad. I was gonna watch The Mummy.
No, you aren't.
That's true, I probably wasn't. But I heard Tom Cruise has a good movie coming out soon. Like where he acts and stuff. No, seriously. Made in America, I believe it's called. Because normally he runs and he does a lot of physical stuff, but he hasn't like been 90s actor Tom Cruise. But I hear in this Made in America he's gonna be trying.
Okay. I think we can move on from this. Anish.
From the Tom Cruise topic or from Anish's game?
No, Tom Cruise topic is very, very... let's wait for
Anish or...
Yeah. In Anish's position, it's a 2 against 2 night ending. And
let's see the handshake in glorious high definition.
Yeah, Magnus not bothering to call for an arbiter. I think that's fair in a 2 against 2 night end game. And yeah, it would be interesting to hear what they're discussing because not every single decision in that game was like entirely obvious.
Yeah, that was.
But I think